Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? On Happy Independence Day, fellow victims of Nigeria. Happy Independence Day, fellow victims of Nigeria. Right now, I want to thank you all on this very wonderful occasion for giving me the opportunity through this very pleasurable and wonderful platform to address you once more. I can never ever take that for granted. I can assure you. What sort of independence are you, Nigeria? Help me ask Nigeria. Now, I waited all day yesterday, being the 1st of October 2025, to hear or see a speech from the so-called leaders of today, but I saw no pleasurable one and no important one as well. Then I decided as a leader of tomorrow to make mine and give mine to you guys that always love to listen to me through this very pleasurable and wonderful platform. Thank you all once again. I can never ever take it for granted. I can assure you that for the second time. Right now, Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? We all need to visit our lexicon. You can also Google it as well, or you use your lexicon, your dictionary, to check or recheck the meaning of the word independent and the word independent. Let us know where Nigeria fall under. As simple as ABCD, even though ABCD is not simple. Right now, if you check your lexicon, you will see that the meaning of independence means, in terms of a country, it means self-government, self-rule, when you can be able to make your own laws, execute them, implement them without the interference of external bodies, external countries, external governments. That is when you're independent. You don't depend on any country, on any particular thing, but you can do business. You can have business contracts. You understand me? They have no right to control you, tell you what to do, etc. Now, when you talk of dependency, on the other hand, you discover that dependency means that you cannot make your own laws. You can't execute any. You still depend on external forces, external governments, as a government to function. You can't do without them. It can sometimes be related to drugs or your lover in terms of our personality. When you are too dependent on somebody, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or when somebody is dependent on you, you can't do without them. That's just it. Now, check whether Nigeria is still depending on foreign countries to survive, or check whether they are still doing it on their own. Nigeria today is still importing oil from external countries. Thereby, Nigeria cannot survive without the coming of an external imported oil. Do you understand me now? So in 1980s, during the military regime of Ibrahim Babangida IBB, the then military dictator of Nigeria, he introduced a particular program called the SDP, Structural Adjustment Program. This particular Structural Adjustment Program made foreign countries formerly managed by governments of Nigeria to be privatized. That is how Shell Nigeria Limited came to be. That is how Chevron Nigeria Limited came to be. That is how Total Energy came to be, etc. All these are foreign oil companies. There are more than 54 foreign oil companies in Nigeria. Let us not go to other fields. Do you understand me? America, as of today, have more than 200 companies working in Nigeria for themselves. Should I talk of Britain, France, etc.? They have more than 100 companies working on different fields, giving them the returns. Why Nigerians are here suffering, victims of Nigeria are here suffering, and you are telling me that Nigeria is independent. Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? On 1st of October 2025, you kept disturbing somebody like me that you are independent. What sort of fake independent are you? When the vice president of the country, Kashim Shettima, went to the last UN summit on last September 23rd and 24th of September 2025 to address or show progress that they have made recently. Can you imagine that the so-called giant of Africa is still begging for a permanent seat in the UN Security Council? Unlike every other African country that are still misbehaving, except the Sahel where the new giant just arose. So what am I saying, my people? The vice president of the country, Kashim Shettima, went to the UN last summit to give a statement that I heard him say something like this, that he is recognizing the state of Palestine. That means he is admitting that the genocide that Israel is committing in the sovereign state of Palestine is not good, is unlawful. Right now, I ask myself, are you recognizing Palestine, whereas the citizens of the former Biafran Republic have not yet been rehabilitated? Yes, since 1970 up to date, their country you don't want to give to them. They have returned to Nigeria and you still treat them like trash. What sort of Palestinian state are you trying to recognize, whereas the citizens of the former Biafran Republic are still suffering, dying out of hunger and starvation today, malnutrition, including the incumbent Harold-Wilson syndrome? It didn't end in 1970. Insecurity all over the former Biafran Republic. You have not rehabilitated them. You see a true terrorist doing the true act of terrorism in the northern part of Nigeria. You catch them, you rehabilitate them, and you put them back into the society, or you even take them into the Nigerian army. But someone that has no act of terrorism have been languishing illegally in your detention, DSS detention, since 2021 June 19. What sort of criminal injustice system is that? Is Nigeria truly independent? If Nigeria is independent, is the Nigerians in Nigeria independent as well? I want to understand it, because you cannot have a Nigeria that is independent whereas the Nigerians in Nigeria are still dependent. Pursue Shell, Chevron Nigeria today from Nigeria and see your economy will boom. Nigerians through fuel subsidy today have paid more than $1 trillion debts. What am I saying? Nigerians, let us redefine the words dependent and independent so that we will know where Nigeria belongs to. Do not come with your so-called vocabulary to deceive somebody like Mbutachima Obi, because it will never ever work. Consult your lexicon, and if you want to prove to me that Nigeria is independent, I'm ready to place my phone, nothing less than my phone. You know how much my phone worth now. Let us debate on whether Nigeria is dependent or independent. If you win me, I will give you something that is not less than my phone, be it the phone itself or the money that my phone costs. If I win you, vice versa. Do you understand me? Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? Where in 1980s, the government of Ibrahim Babangida introduced SAP, Structural Adjustment Program, which privatized companies in Nigeria. It made foreign oil companies like Shell, Chevron, and Total Energy Limited, and the rest of the 54 oil companies in Nigeria were totally privatized, and that was the beginning or the starting point of the crippling of the economy of Nigeria. The Naira started to fade. Go and check it. Naira started crashing drastically on the regime of Ibrahim Babangida in 1980s. It's in the public domain. Go and check it out. By introducing SAP, today Shell, Chevron, Total Energies, etc. are managing Nigeria's oil. Britain, France, or even America have more than 200 foreign companies in Nigeria managing different companies in Nigeria, and they are returning the dividends to them. Why the victims of Nigeria are suffering? Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? Where the current vice president of the country, Kashim Shettima, went to the last UN summit, is it 24th or 23rd of September 2025, to say that they are recognizing the Republic of Palestine. That means they are against the current genocide of the Israel and the Palestinians. If it is so, what have you done to the citizens of the former Biafran Republic? Since January 1970, the so-called Gowon stray Arabs, have any of them been implemented? You gave them, like, I don't understand. They were given 20 pounds even though they had millions of naira. As of then, what have you done? The Nigerian 2nd Division on October 1967 under Lieutenant Colonel Murtala Mohammed slaughtered or massacred the Asaba people under the command of Murtala Mohammed and Ibrahim Taiwo. Massacred the Asaba people on October 7, 8, and 9, 1967. Have you compensated the Asaba people? And you are recognizing insecurity is there in the former Biafran Republic. They are dying. Our youth are being packed. My fellow youth are being packed to Abuja, being criticized, detained unlawfully, and you are recognizing a Palestinian state. What sort of independent are you, Nigeria? I want to know. It is quite unfortunate that we are finding this particular frivolous iniquity, frivolous act in our society today. Honestly speaking, a lot needs to be done, my brothers and sisters. Nigeria, what sort of independent are you? You are negotiating with bandits, and bandits are the people that have killed, Boko Haram have killed. You are negotiating with them, rehabilitating them into the society, and even the Nigerian army. But somebody that has no act of terrorism, someone that have not terrorized, someone that have not killed, is languishing in DSS custody, unlawfully arrested and unlawfully detained. What sort of independent are you, Nigeria? I need to know. Some of you don't know how deep we go in doing all these findings, so that when we talk facts. We speak or spit facts, not just to talk because we can talk. The only thing there right now is that if you support me, share this video to reach everybody, go viral. Yes, we must start by doing something, not just to close mouth, keep quiet. You don't even know how far we go in getting all this information. So more updates like this video should think of Africa to remember this giving since it's expected anti-monopoly geographic analysis. So it's my pleasure to address you once again. I will never ever take this particular opportunity for granted. I can assure you once again, thank you so much, fellow victims of Nigeria. All I know, with the very evidence on ground right now, Nigeria is not even close to independence. I can assure you, quote me anywhere, I'll be there to lay this down. The reason why I'm trying to voice these things out is that it is my right to do so. Right now, I'm trying as much as possible to make my claims or vocals go or be under the principles of the laws governing Nigeria, which is located in section 39 subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which simply says that everyone is entitled to his opinion. I can criticize the government if they do it wrong. I can praise them for getting it right. The right to life and the freedom of speech and expression. So it is my right to do this. If you want to challenge me, let us bet it. Let us bet it. If you win me that Nigeria is independent, anything you want, I will give you. If I win you, vice versa. Thank you so much.